is me.
So in our house, we don't open Christmas presents until Christmas Day.
Christmas Day.
Yes, it's been a source of frustration for Joshua because the presents appear underneath the Christmas tree. And they usually appear a week or two before Christmas.
A lot of present shaking going on.
A lot of present shaking going on.
I wonder what this is.
And then there's counting of presents, right,
That's
Joshua?
true.
Who has the most presents under the tree?
It is me, always me. No, I'm just kidding.
There's always a report to be made.
Christian has 5. Brittany has 4. And I have 6.
No, that's not always true.
So usually Christmas Day starts very early for us.
Well, it used to.
Yeah.
It doesn't anymore. I do better. I used to get up around 6 and...
Oh, 6?
Yeah.
No, I think there were years around 3 a.m., sir.
That was way when I was younger. Nowadays that I'm older, I like to sleep in and get my coffee. But yes, I used to do that.
Do you remember those mornings?
I remember waking up and seeing not Santa Claus bringing the presents downstairs.
We need
Who
to
was
censor
it?
this.
Oh yeah, Santa's real people. No, yeah.
So very early, Joshua would wake up and he would run down. I think he ran downstairs first just to check it out because at our house, Santa doesn't wrap presents, does he?
Well, he does now.
Yes, but he didn't.
He didn't. No, he didn't.
No. And so Joshua would run downstairs, check out what was under the tree, run back up the stairs to get his brother and sister.
It's time to get up. It's time to get up. You want to know what you got? I know what you got.
A roast of Josh today.
You do provide the funniest stories.
No, that's not true.
Yeah.
Brittany likes to open your gifts.
That is true. I do need to tell that one.
What happened? I don't remember this.
Yeah, so back when I was a baby, we were at Grandpa's, I think in Port Angeles. Yeah, and there's a home video. There's evidence. There's proof of my claim. So basically, I was crawling around, not knowing what to do, and I think you opened up all of my presents. And I think they said, "You're opening up Christian's presents." And you said, "He won't care."
You weren't even like cognitive, you know?
I know. But from then on, I think you just have to open everyone's presents.
She was just trying to help you.
I understand.
Otherwise, we would have waited there for like hours.
I know. And the sheer impatience of waiting for me to figure out how to unwrap a present.
So when Brittany was first born and before the boys were around.
Yeah, taking my attention away.
Yeah.
Could have stopped at 1, you know.
I could have stopped at 1.
Could have stopped at 1. Just saying.
Anyways, we spent one of those first Christmases with Brittany in Connecticut at your dad's house, your dad's parents' house, Vince and Josette. And that was back in the days when you didn't have cell phones, but you had the video recorders, the VCRs, you know? And so we had just gotten this brand new VCR and we were videotaping, you know, Brittany, and she was crawling. She wasn't walking yet. And we were in the living room. I remember this. And one of the presents had a box and there was a lid and Brittany was crawling over there. And I remember she put her hand down on the box and the box flipped over and hit her in the head. She started crying and we watched that video and we laughed. We just thought that was hysterical. We thought about sending that to Funniest Home Videos because that was really popular back then too. So we all have little
What
memories.
happened to the video?
I think your dad might have it.
No.
Whoa.
Yeah, you might have to ask about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
will.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
We're always looking for embarrassing videos on Brittany because traditionally they don't exist.
They've all been erased. So what else are some of our traditions? What do we do on Christmas Eve? Sometimes we go to church.
Mhm.
We go to the candlelight service.
Yeah.
And like to sing Christmas carols. Sometimes you guys humor me and you go sing. Joshua mouths it, I think. Kind of the same way he did with his trumpet in the band.
No. I played my trumpet in the band.
That was Brittany, actually.
With
Yeah,
her
that's me.
clarinet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Parker, if you're
I
listening.
played loud
That's
and
not true.
proud. I made sure everybody heard the trumpet.
We used to make cookies.
We used to make cookies.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Peanut butter blossoms.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the ones with the Hershey Kiss in there.
Mhm.
Yeah, oh, those were the best cookies.
She made some this year.
Oh.
You did?
I did.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
I made some.
Those are the best.
And then on Christmas Day, we usually go see a movie
We do.
in the afternoon.
Yeah, I like to see a movie,
Yeah.
open gifts, have breakfast,
Waffles.
waffles.
Oh, yeah. You know, we got to tell the story again, right? So I think it was a couple years ago. Brittany got it in her head. I don't know if you just watched the movie Shrek or what. But she came back home and she's like, and in the morning, I'm making waffles. And she said it like 100 times.
Well,
But
let's
we
hear
made
it.
waffles.
But
Let's
we
hear
made
you.
No, I
waffles.
can't. I
You
can't
got
do
it.
I don't
Oh,
know.
come
I'm
on.
too
Give us a
shy.
performance.
I'm shy.
No, okay. Yeah.
Come on,
Shy.
do it for the podcast.
Yeah.
In the morning, I'm making waffles.
But we do. Waffles, those are always good.
Yeah.
Lots of sugar.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Good
four
way to
main
wake
food
us up
groups,
and
right?
then-
What's
What?
Elf say? 4 main food groups.
What?
Four main food
Sugar.
groups.
Elf?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Syrup.
syrup, sugar. When the movie?
Hmm.
I don't know. I put
Coke.
Pop Tarts on it.
Yeah.
Coke, and he put it was in noodles.
Yeah.
Remember I put it in the
And
noodles?
pasta.
Yeah, pasta.
That's more than 4.
Yeah, I can't remember what they are.
It was Pop Tarts, like
No. It's like, I think the 4 food groups are like candy canes.
oh, the 4 food
candy,
groups.
syrup, and then chocolate. I don't know.
No, okay.
Yeah,
I think that's wrong though.
I don't know.
Fact check.
Yeah, fact check.
Yeah, and we can't forget the TV shows. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Grinch, right?
Mhm.
We used to watch The Grinch and
The
then
Frosty the Snowman.
Frosty the Snowman. Yeah.
Yeah.
All really great movies to sit around and watch
Mm.
on Christmas Eve.
Miracle on 34th Street.
Oh, yeah.
That's your
It's
favorite.
a Wonderful Life.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Mhm.
Oh, it's a Wonderful Life. Yeah.
Yeah.
hmm
That's your favorite too, right? Or was it
I like
on
Miracle
Third?
on 34th
That's
Street,
the one.
but like the black and white version.
Right.
So what about any business dinners we've had?
Oh, yeah.
We had some good stories
You
there.
had a good one
Yeah.
about your first Christmas for LGT. If I remember right, you were hauling steaks, right?
Oh yes, they're on
Oh,
steaks.
yeah. That's right. So the very first year that, the very first year we were in business, it was 2012. And we had, it was a long road, and Harold McKinney was the very first driver, and he was in Truck 101. And we had managed to get 5 total drivers because we were going to buy 5 trailers. And October 1st, I always remember that date because that was the date that we finally got insurance and we were ready to go. But unfortunately, the customers weren't ready to go. So here we were, 5 drivers and 5 trailers. And then I, had to figure out, I was hoping that we'd have, owner operators with their own trucks, but that didn't work out for us. So then we ended up having to go buy trucks, and we bought these POSs. They were terrible. They were Kenworths, and they were the T660s.
2010.
Yeah,
T6
20
60s, maybe.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. And it was
But it was
2010.
one of the first editions of the after treatment system.
That's right.
Only anybody in
And
trucking will know
I-
that's just the worst year.
And I remember the salesman said that, these are great trucks. He said they've only had one owner, and this guy, he really does a great job maintaining his trucks. And from the second we got those trucks, man, it was constant breakdown after breakdown after breakdown. We had to replace all the DPF filters, and we had to replace all the docks and the dozers. And anyway, so here we have these used trucks, and our trailers are starting to come out, and we've got no customers. So we're trying to figure out, okay, what's our next move? And so I reached out to somebody that I knew over at Werner and asked them if we could haul some freight for them while we're trying to get qualified by the customers. And I had a good friend over there, Skip Schollard, who ran the brokerage division, and he took pity on me and he handed me some freight. Steak freight. And if you've ever done steaks before, I would highly recommend you stay away from Omaha steaks. So it's because it it's just really a very expensive load. And that was the other thing is, I wasn't used to that, right? I mean, you fill the tank with liquid and you deliver the liquid and you don't worry about whether or not somebody's going to damage or, thaw out your steaks. And then you're going to have this hundreds of thousands of dollars of claims. So anyways, Harold goes in to pick up the first load and he gets into it with the gate guard over there at All Steaks and she won't let him in to load. And I'm like, Harold, what's the story here, right? And he's like, she's just wicked nasty, Pam. She's just not a nice person. And I said, oh my God, now what am I going to do, right? So if I remember right, Sean McCulloch was the next one to go in. And he gets a load of steaks, right? But he's also in that breakdown truck, right? So with this, several $100,000 worth of steaks, and he's on his way down to Florida, and he's got to be there in, I don't know, 48 hours. I don't know what it was. Anyways, he calls me up and he says, I'm not going to make it, on the side of the road, Pam. I don't know what to do. This truck won't go. And so then I had to reach out to Werner, and they had to send a team to pick up that truck because if they didn't, the steaks were going to be frosted, and then I was really in trouble. So we never made that load either. And
The first maiden voyage.
so this was my first Christmas at LGT, and I was looking at Sean, I was looking at Harold, I was like, Merry Christmas. Anyways, we did manage to make a few deliveries with Omaha Steaks, and finally, I think in January, we hauled our first cryogenic load, and the rest is history. So,
There you
yeah, it was awesome.
go. It was awesome. Yeah. We still have 2 of those trucks out there today. Can you believe
We
that?
do. We still have 2 of them. Mm-hmm.
Well,
Still
one of them
running.
sits there, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I think so too. Those are long stories. Things we don't. Some things happen to those trucks we don't need to talk about. But we made it, and
We made it.
the next year we were. I think we might have had our first Christmas party. I can't remember when we started the tradition of the Christmas parties, but we've had some great times over the years. Going to different places. I remember one Christmas party in California, and I remember Joel Lansball and his karaoke machine. And he brought his own karaoke machine to the Christmas party. And after dinner, everybody got up and started doing karaoke. And I'm telling you what, if you haven't heard Joel Lansball sing,
He's pretty good.
he's pretty good. He's really good.
He's got the Elvis impression down. That's
He
for sure.
does. Yes, he does.
But he does it like a million times better.
Yeah, a million times better. Yeah. And to the point where I think after a while they they shut you down, man. I don't know.
I know. The restaurant said no more.
Yeah. So the next time we have our Christmas party in California, I promised Joel Lansball we'd find a place that
Does
will
karaoke.
still do karaoke. So yeah, one year we did it on a boat. We did a river cruise down there at Bayport. No, Seabrook. And then afterwards, we went to the East Team.
Yeah, they rented a.
Tasha and Monique and Tanya
They
and
rented a
Monty.
place right there on the beach, right?
And
Or right on
had
the water, I guess.
fresh shrimp, and that was the start of the catering.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. First time I ever had frog legs.
yeah,
Interesting experience.
yeah. Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas. Christmas in Houston, frog legs. It actually wasn't bad. It was a little bit different, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah,
Yeah, but the shrimp was good.
yeah,
Yeah, fried shrimp. You can't go wrong with fried shrimp.
yeah. Fried fresh shrimp,
Yeah,
not the frozen stuff you get in Omaha, Nebraska.
yeah. There's some truth to it.
Yeah. So one of the traditions with my family that we tried to pass on was every Christmas morning when I was growing up, we would all sit around in the living room and we would hand out gifts. And every year somebody had to play Santa. And so I hated playing Santa. I just really hated it. And so I managed to pass that tradition off into our family. So every Christmas day, somebody has to play Santa.
Yeah, and that person loves it.
That person really loves it.
Guess who that person is?
Me.
That would be Josh.
Somebody's got to do it.
Somebody's got to count the presents.
Yes.
Yeah, somebody's got to do the maintenance and the managing of Christmas.
Yes, the record keeping.
Yes. You can't just put them down and say, oh, that's it.
Do you guys remember we would just all sit in the chairs and we all be like slumped over like, oh, I'm so tired. And Josh is like, all right, let's do this.
Brittany, you're going too slow. Let's open those gifts faster.
There was a pace. There was a pace to opening the presents you had to maintain.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because you had to wait the whole round to get back to yourself.
Well, I know, yes. You had to get back, back to you. Oh,
Yeah.
But we survived.
we survived.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other thing I remember was, and I think probably everybody has memories around food. And my mom would make oyster stew on Christmas Eve. And
How was that?
it was scrumptious.
Delicious.
And I'm being silly because no, it was terrible. And to this day, I can't stand oysters, and they feel slimy and rubbery. And
Well, when we went to France, Brittany got an
What the
oyster
hell?
stuck in her
Oh,
braces.
that is a Christmas story right there.
Yeah.
oh, is it a
Yeah.
Christmas story?
We're not talking about that.
Oh, yes, we are.
Mhm.
You can
Because-
tell
all
it
right,
then.
all right. So we're in France. Our dad was an exchange student over there, so he's got a French family that we went to visit. And we went over Christmas. Actually, there's several stories we'll talk about.
Well, no, this is just regarding the oysters.
Anyway, I'll talk about the oysters.
Okay,
but basically, we went over to France, and of course, in France, there's just a little bit different selection of food than Omaha, Nebraska. So oysters is one of them, and they loved the oysters. I think it was Charlie, wasn't it? Who was in the kitchen. He just had a little fillet knife, and he was just popping them open and shooting them down, man. It was like it's like shots. And then we get in there, and we're like, oh, okay. So, of course, Daddy's like, it's different stuff, but you got to try it. You got to try it.
Yeah.
So we all try oysters, right? And so I'm up first. And so I take the oyster, and I don't know any better. So I go, and I just down it like a pill.
Swallows it.
And he's like, no, you're supposed to chew it. And I'm like, that doesn't work for me. So the joke on that
It's
was
slimy
apparently it
and
was
moving.
living when you
Yeah,
eat
it's
it.
slimy and moving.
So now, so now when you swallow it, apparently it's alive in your stomach. So they freaked me out and said there was an oyster living in my stomach. So,
Culinary expertise of Christian
expertise,
Spaccarotella.
yes. So anyway, I was 10, I mean, my God, we bleached our hair that year.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That was good too. We went over looking like skunkheads in France, and all the French people were like, wow, Americans. We stood out like the
Yeah.
sore thumbs.
Yeah,
Anyway,
we stood out.
back to the oysters. So Josh is then up next, and he takes the oyster and a big French baguette with a lot of butter.
Yeah. I put it
And
into
he
bread.
puts it on the bread, and he tries to down it, and he can't.
No.
If I remember right, he spit it up
I
into the
split it
trash
out.
can.
I did. Yes, I
I
did.
did. I did.
But the best part was Brittany. She goes up next, and she is in the prime of her nerdness. And she has braces. And let's just say the oyster did not want to die that day. So she starts to eat the oyster, and it gets caught in her braces.
It's wiggling like this.
And she's literally gurgling on the oyster as it's hanging on for dear life. And we're all like, Brittany, what's going on? She's like,
It's like this.
They can't see that.
I know, but it's just wiggling off of her tooth, stuck on her braces.
So I think Dad had to
No,
jump in
not
and-
today. Oh.
And so I think he ended up spitting it out, if I remember right.
Oh, something happened.
It was
braces.
it was a traumatic experience either way, and I don't think any of us will ever get those again.
Yeah, it was really a personality building experience.
Oh. Yeah, that was a
And
good
the sweater. You guys say talk about the sweater you got.
one.
Oh,
yeah.
No. We gotta go back to Joshua.
Yeah.
Why?
Oh yes, we do have
Yeah.
to go back to Josh.
Yeah, we
What are you
can't
talking
I
pass on
lied to
this.
you. I wasn't going to pass up the story about you in the bathroom.
Oh.
So one of our favorite stories to tell that Josh really does not care for is that he was never a fan of being locked anywhere.
Claustrophobic.
Yeah, so he's not too big in small spaces, and in France, the bathrooms, well, they're not very big. But we're in this house, and you can tell the story about my stair incident if you like after this. But there's a lot of stuff going on in
This
our trip
was
to
a
France.
Christmas
This
trip,
was a
yeah.
Christmas trip.
It was
Now this
during
was
the New Year.
more New Year's, but
Oh, this is closer to New Year's.
yeah. But either way, so we're in this two-story house, small two-story house. Oh yeah, okay, God, we got the 300-year-old house too.
500.
No, just do
Yeah.
this one.
All right. So Josh goes into the bathroom, and for some reason the lock mechanism stumps him.
No, I turned it the wrong way.
Oh, he turned it. I like the way I told it better. But anyway, he gets locked in the bathroom of his own accord,
Yeah.
and he can't get out. And well, he didn't like that. So he was screaming, and of course, all of us in the house are running up there, and we get to the door, and we're like, "Look, just turn it this way." And he's like, "It's not working. It's not working." And then it's was it Marine?
And Anais,
It was Anis who did it.
who was yelling.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Get out the
Marine.
window.
Yeah. So no. It was much better than that. She said, "Open the window and jump." He's
I don't
on the
remember who
second
it was.
story. And let's just say after that, it was over. Josh was
Well,
done.
no, what happened was everyone's yelling, and then their mother just comes in with a pen and unlocks it.
Yeah, that's true.
And lets me out.
Yeah. Well,
You
Josh,
didn't jump out the window?
No, I
Josh-
jumped out the window.
he didn't lock any more doors. It's not his favorite story, but it probably is one of the best. I don't think anything can top the oyster story, but still.
So everybody has that favorite Christmas gift, right? That they'll never forget. And so I'll start off with my favorite Christmas gift.
There you go.
Mm.
Right. So again, we were in Connecticut, and we were at Vincent Josette's house, and if you have never known Josette, right? She's from France. So again, more French stories.
And your current mother-in-law at the time.
She was my mother-in-law, yes, and she was French through and through. She was in the French Revolutionary Army,
No, resistance.
Resistance Army, yep, and World War II, right? Yeah. So
Thank you, Brittany.
French Revolution is multiple
Yeah.
centuries past, okay?
so at that time I was in the military, and she was really proud of that. She was really proud. And so we went there for Christmas, and for every year we'd go to Christmas, she'd just have these off-the-wall gifts. And I remember, talking to your dad, and I said, I wonder what she's going to get us this year. And we'd snicker and we'd laugh. And so we were there at Christmas and spend the time, and she brought over my gift to me, and I knew that she was really excited about me opening this box, and I knew it was clothing. I knew I was in trouble. So I opened my gift, and as I'm lifting the box, I'm looking in there, and I'm just, bracing myself. And I don't think I braced hard enough for what was inside, but I pulled it out, and I looked at your dad, and I'm just thinking to myself, I'm gonna kill you. Because if she asked me to put this on, there's no way. But it was a black sweater, and it was a sequin tie that was embroidered on the sweater. And it was silver. It was flashy silver, a tie on a sweater. So that was the worst gift I think I ever had. I never put it on. I never wore it. Thank goodness she allowed me not to put it on. I told her I just couldn't do it right now. So.
But you were all set up for black tie events.
I was all set up for black tie events.
Silver tie.
Silver
tie.
tie.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
what about you guys? I know I've bought you some really great gifts.
Yes, you have.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You're actually really good at gift giving.
Yes, you
This
are.
is true.
I don't.
This is true.
It's really
I don't
hard.
have-
And you're terrible at receiving gifts, though.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah.
You can't find
You're
anything.
hard to shop for.
You're so hard to shop for.
One
then-
year, I think I bought Christian and Josh a shaving kit.
Oh, there is that one.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. If you.
I still have it.
Yeah.
Doesn't use it.
It's definitely not used. If you've ever been to Omaha, you'll know that they don't shave. So it is definitely, I'm sure, sitting on the shelf.
Somewhere. I
somewhere.
don't know about a shelf. In a cabinet or locked away. Dark.
I don't know where mine is either. So.
Brittany, what about you?
I don't know if I have a favorite Christmas gift, but my favorite gift was my graduation gift. When you guys got me that necklace.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
really special.
Aww.
Yeah. Was.
Wow.
Yeah. Was 3 diamonds, past, present, future,
Yeah.
with your engagement ring.
Yeah.
Diamond.
Mm-hmm.
Really special.
Oh.
I know.
Wow.
Wow.
Way to
No.
steal the thunder.
Top it. Top it.
Oh,
Yeah. Nobody
you
can
guys
top
did
that.
really good
Yeah.
on the graduation gifts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you guys gave me a compass.
Mhm.
I don't know if it had a ruby in it. If I
It
remember
did.
Right. Yeah.
And the ruby earrings your dad bought me.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
all got a piece of something.
Y'all got a piece of something.
Yeah.
So, from this family to all of you out there, we definitely are wishing you a happy holidays where we recognize the extraordinary efforts that you make every day on behalf of LGT, but we also recognize that you also have families and friends and, children and significant others that you are going to be spending your holidays with and making hopefully new memories that carry forward in the future for you. They're always good to take a look at and look back on and laugh and have fun, but every day that you spend together with the people that you love is a day that you will treasure forever. So we wish you a very Merry Christmas, very happy holidays, and we're looking forward to 2022. So thank you for being here today, my children. Appreciate it.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas and happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Along those lines, with everybody has memories, and one of the things that's important for us here in the office is that you understand we are thinking about you all the time, and we want you to get to know us just as much as we want to get to know you. So I thought I'd take the opportunity to have a few people within the office share some of their Christmas memories as well. Again, we wish you a very Merry Christmas.
Hi, I'm Kelsey. I'm a billing specialist here at the Omaha office. And one of my Christmas traditions was me and my family would go through the McDonald's drive-thru and get the eggnog milkshakes and drive around and look at Christmas lights.
Hi, I'm Misty in the Omaha office. I'm the operations manager. And my favorite memory and tradition was, for as far as I can remember, my Granny B, my mom, and my sister would all go to Amarillo, Texas. And my grandmother always wanted to go to Red Lobster. We'd have our dinner first, and then we would go to the Nutcracker, and then afterwards we would go ride around and look at Christmas lights. It was my grandmother's favorite thing to do. Thank you, and Merry Christmas to all.
Hello, my name is Andrew Dolan. I am at headquarters as the mechanic. I have some Christmas memories that my family on my dad's side and I always do every year. We play the game White Elephant. Basically, we pass around the presents and fight for the present we want. After 3 steals on whatever present there is, basically you end up with the present you have left over at the end.
Hi, I am Wendy, and I'm in the Omaha office. And one of the memories I have from my childhood is when we would do Christmas on my dad's side of the family with aunts and uncles and grandparents. We would start Christmas at, say, 11 o'clock in the morning. We would have lunch, and then all the adults would have to take a nap, and all of us kids would just be going crazy because we see all the presents under the tree. And then we would have dinner, and then once it got dark out, we would all pile into a station wagon. Of course, you're piling in probably 12, 13 people. All the kids would go to the very back of the station wagon before seat belts were required, and we would drive around, sing Christmas carols, and we would look for Rudolph. And so the kids would all be in the back looking for Rudolph, and of course we always spotted Rudolph. And then by the time we went back to my grandparents' house, Santa would have come. So that's one of my memories.
Hi, my name's Allie, and I work at the Omaha office. One of my Christmas stories is I was supposed to get a hamster for Christmas when I was like 8. The funny thing is, I never got to meet my hamster because it escaped in the middle of the night before Christmas morning, and it ended up with my dog. She didn't eat it. Instead, she decided she was going to lick it to death, and so it had a heart attack and it died. Didn't even get to name it, didn't meet him at all. Best Christmas ever, 10 out of 10. Did get 2 new hamsters though, a couple days later. So that was kind of cool, but yeah, that's my Christmas story.
Hi, I'm Kathy Bevins, and my Christmas tradition is getting together with family. We all went to my grandmother's every year on Christmas Eve, and we always had to have chili and oyster soup. And the thing about the oyster soup is, if you don't already know, it's just made with butter and milk and oysters, and it's the worst thing in the world as a kid to have to try to eat.